here up at Hotham. We've just stayed the night in one of the ski lodges. That's our view. How cool is that? And now the tough job of getting my bag ready. I'll just take you through some of my gear that I've got. Anna's already packed her bag. It's all finished there. And all that stuff on the bed, except for that little bit over there, I've got to try and get into that bag there. So I've got my ski pole, not ski poles, but walking poles, thanks to Gav. The towel, a face mask to keep me out of the sun a little bit. Some hand gloves to stop the sun. This is my pillow. It doesn't look like much, but it's a blood pillow. This is a silk and cotton liner to go inside my sleeping bag, which is that tiny little thing there. I can't believe it's a whole sleeping bag in there. It's got duck down in it to keep you nice and warm. This is my little cover to go over the bag if it starts raining. A mattress, so this blows up also. This is the tent. Isn't that crazy? The tent's about the same size as the mattress. A mat to go down on the ground underneath the tent to, I guess, protect the tent from any rocks and stuff like that, because this material is so fine it'll get punctured very easily. A headlamp, a torch, my sunnies, a stretchy band to do some stretches. My legs are getting old and I need to do some stretches on my knees, just to make sure that I don't do any damage. Some nittly, some sunscreen, coffee, milk powder, more coffee, rain jacket, bananas. That's Anna's jacket to go with her stuff, and then some spare clothes over here. I've got a spare shirt, a thermal shirt, thermal jacket, spare pairs of undies, otherwise I'll be wearing the same clothes the whole time, a hat, and the handkerchief. And now I'm going to start to try and pack it all in there. And that's it. Bag's all packed, ready to go. And it's very heavy. Probably. Oh, and I forgot the other thing I forgot to show you in there. But it sits behind you is the water camel pack, which I suck on that little thing to get water. But it's only got 2.5 liters, so there's another bag in there for water, and then we'll have to find water along the way. There goes our van. There goes Hamish. He just dropped us off. We do, yes. Oh dear. These are good. We tried some other ones, they weren't so good. I'm doing a little video for my nephew, so I apologise if I'm interrupting you. This is Marcel. He's coming along for the walk with us. Well, we're following him, probably it's more the truth. And that's Rocky Valley Lake over there. And Falls Creek is just around that point there. And then we're going to walk up over this way, all the way along over there, all the way along over there, and we're heading that way in the end. Today's walk, we're going to be walking most of the track around the side of this lake. It's a man-made lake, Rocky Valley Lake, Australia's highest lake. I've fished out before, this time last year. We're up here and catching a few trout, and Auntie June remembers the trout that I've caught out of this lake. I gave it to her, and I think Auntie June's comments were fish fingers would have been more fulfilling. In other words, it was a very small trout. All the bush flowers or wildflowers are out and about at the moment. Check them. How beautiful is that?
Hello.
A bit of information about the flowers. Check out these flowers. Check how many bugs are crammed on top of these little flowers. I don't know what type of bugs they are, but lots of insects enjoying the nectar from them. The other interesting thing is these are snow gums. You see these dead branches, These dead branches are from the fires back in 2003, so 20 years ago. But the interesting thing is they're fire-resistant trees. How? The main branches got burnt and killed, but down in the ground where the growing part is didn't, and you can see the new stems that have come up and started to take over. They're called snow gums. Anna ahead of us. Better get my butt into gear and catch up. Yeah. It's getting better and better. You might notice I'm breathing real heavy. It's because we're about 1700 meters, 1800 meters above sea level. And my body's still acclimatizing to the altitude. Less oxygen in the air, less dense in the air. And it's kind of hard to imagine that this would all normally be in the winter months covered in 2 meters of snow like this high. And it'd be such a very different landscape to what it is now.
Australia Day today.
Oh yeah, it is. Fair dinkum.
Celebrating 200 plus years of European settlement, and also acknowledging with 60,000 plus years of indigenous settlement.
60,000 years. Johnny come lately. Here's this snow gum, just out here by itself in the middle of this high altitude alpine meadow. Very cool. Holy smokes, look at this cockroach. What type of cockroach? Check out how shiny that guy is. Wow. It's a bit of a different creature. Come on, out you come. Out you come. Let's have a look.
Look, Christmas beetle.
I don't know what it is, but it is really strange. Don't get any closer to my armpit. Look at the colors on that thing. Wow. Let's let you go back in the wild.
What you got there, Nigel?
Grasshopper. It just came out of that hole. Or it was trying to lay its eggs in that hole, I don't know. It just came out of there.
Can you eat it?
Yeah. Will I eat it? No. Leave nothing but footprints, take nothing but photographs and videos and cool memories. Got lots of hitchhikers, Aniana. Check out this giant snow gum. How gnarly it is and how it's all growing sideways. I wonder how many years old it is. Cool spot for a picnic, but there's Anna waiting. Some older ones here that died in the fire. Got the little channel here to capture all the water that runs off the mountains. Bridge going across it. Got This water flows into that lake to help run the hydroelectric power generation system that they've got below that dam. There's some trout in here, some little trout. I've seen some earlier. The bigger ones are probably sleeping underneath those tubes in the those tunnel tubes, whatever they call those things. There's one over there. There's a little trout just down here. Which way?
Watch and the course. So the red line is where we've been and the purple's where we need to go. So this is a ski trip maybe for here, fire trail. But yeah, according to this, we've got to put the hat.
You can find your hat with your watch.
Because there's no sign, the sign's fallen over, but we are going this way. Hopefully the woods is nice. Hey, I saw that.
Honey Anna's all over it. There's the bigger trout there, swimming off. Don't know if you can see it. Take you off down there. Bunches of trout in here, lots of little ones. Where's your trout rod when you need it? Oh, there's a big one there. Oh, zoom, zoom, zoom. Bit of a mini dam wall here. Capture all the snow melt from up there and channel it down this way, around that way, and around the mountain and into the lake. Is that the plug? It's closed.
You wind it and it opens the gate and the water.
See any fish? I think that's where the bigger trout will be hanging out in here. Look at that view. There's a silver lining on top of that mountain with the trees there. Oh, and a silver lining down there too.
What's going on there, Uncle Nigel?
Siesta time. Amongst the flies. You can tell there's a hike in Australia. This is Wallace's hut. There's Anna back there exploring. It's an old hut. I'm not too sure what it was for. I've got to read the sign. Wherever it is. I think that would have been like the storeroom there. Strong musty smell. Have a look in here. Oh, it's a bit dark. An old table. Lots of graffiti. People putting their names. Shingle roof. A little window. A fireplace in there. Some old wooden floorboards. Good spot for a snake to live, if there's any up here. Not too many windows. But a cool little hut, nevertheless. There's a hut for the high country grazing. And that's where we're going. We're going to Cope Hut. That's the sign saying that path there to Cope Hut, and that's where we're camping for the night. 2.5 k's to go. I think by the end of today we would have done 14-15 k's, so not a bad day, not a hectic day, not too steep and not too up and down. It's just a good solid, nice even trail.
Well, Nigel, whereabouts are we?
Scout hut. It's not old.
So down behind us, as Nigel just mentioned, yeah, there's I think one of the very first ski lifts in Australia.
Really?
Yeah. It's So you go with very short ski lift, just down and up the hill here. So it used to be, before they had a dam built at Falls Creek, it was actually easier to get in via here to be able to come skiing. A little bit of Australian history.
And we've made it to our campsite. So this is the campsite. Look at this. Somebody's kindly erected these flat platforms for us to set up our tent on. There's 5 of them and a little sort of camp area through here. And obviously that way is west when the sun goes down, and that way is east. I think we're gonna pitch our tent here on this one. Get an awesome view at sunrise. Number 2. This is ours. Very nice. I wonder what those are for. Ah, you can tie your tent down on these. That's pretty clever. Look at that. There's a couple there. There's one over there. Nice view. Very nice. What you reckon, Rita?
I reckon it's pretty good.
How cool is this? Nice and level.
Yeah.
Just to tie down your tent. So you put them in, tie your tent ropes to them and just put them in there, and then you can tension them up on that. It's pretty clever, eh? With a bunch of them. Where's that crow? What's that? Oh yeah, somebody else's tent over there too. That noisy crow. Tough view, eh? We've got our bowl of tea, not a cup of tea, a bowl of tea, because too much extra work to carry in cups as well as bowls. And looks like there's a bit of a shower out there. We're just trying to work out if it's coming our way or going the other way. Wow, how spooky is that? For the bathroom before we go to bed, and it tore off down here a second ago and just disappeared into the mist. I don't know where the footpath is. Hopefully somewhere here. Right. The dunny's over there. I got the wrong path. Time for some bush bashing. There's Anna. How spooky is this?
Yeah.
Check out all these wildflowers out here. Timing is absolutely perfect. Check them all. And here in amongst the trees here, there's heaps of them. The flies are going crazy on them. Stunning. Well, down that path, all the way in that direction. Righto.
To Dibbin's Hut.
Dibbin's Hut, let's go. Take this cool little stream, mountain stream, bubbling away down here, draining all the it's like sort of peat bogs all the way through this area. I wonder if there's any trout in this river or creek. I'm sure there would be some. Let's see if I can see any. A little hut over there, I presume, is a monitoring station of some description. This is our brekkie stop. Check it out, Anna. Some taddies in this little pond by the side of the footpath. See them?
Have you got your work?
waterfall going deep. How cool is that? Courtney, this video is for you. There's some wild brumbies just over there. I don't know if you can see them. The pretty name given for feral horses. Very controversial. And Anne's making dinner. It's dinner in a packet. How cool is this? So, filled this up with a bit of water. And it's mint and rosemary, grass-fed lamb. And then when it's full, sorry, once it's absorbed, you tear it off here and it becomes a bowl. And that's our view tonight. How cool is that? Out over this meadow. That's the mountain we're climbing up to the top of tomorrow morning. And a couple of platforms over here. Some currawongs playing up in the tree over there. Lots of bugs in the air. Beautiful spot. Oh, and Auntie Hannah's on to some mash. Check this out.
How hungry are you?
Hungry.
Okay.
I reckon that hole there on the bank is a little platypus home. How cool is this little valley? There's a hut up in there. And then up the end, there's a little hut in there.
Dibbon's hut.
What?
Dibbon's hut.
Dibbon's hut.
And we just camped down, there's a creek running past through here, and we camped down around the creek, just where before the creek meets the mountains.
Let's go check out this hut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's camping here. Oh, there's even a sled down here. An old sled. Belly in. Let's go. Check out all these wildflowers out here. Timing is absolutely perfect. Check them all. And here in amongst the trees here, there's heaps of them. The flies are going crazy on them. Stunning. That's the mountain we were on top of yesterday. We were hiking all the way along the top there, and then we came down, camped in the bottom, and we just hiked out of the bottom all the way up here. And it's just starting to get into the meadows, the high altitude meadows where the trees are less. And this was a bit of a graveyard for a few trees. And the snow gums are increasingly becoming more and more common as we get higher up. In fact, I think these are only snow gums around here. I don't think there's any others that are not snow gums. The snow gum started about down there, a couple hundred meters below where we are now.
Good to stop and have a little bit of a break, because it's hard work going up the hill.
Yeah, it's amazing how much greener it is on top of the hill, or like around here, it's super green, but further down it seemed quite dry in comparison. Yeah, the root systems of the meadows must hold the moisture in and keep it green.
Hey, Uncle Nigel.
What's happening, Anderson?
We have reached the first top of our last day, but I think we might still have some more up to go, and just picking our way through all these awesome little meadows of flowers through this track, and maybe another 6 or so k's to go.
Cool. Uphill, too much uphill.
Yeah.
Pretty cool view. And it sends off. A little stream flowing down the middle there. I reckon the brumbies would like that grass.
Nigel. I'm on Kira's back. You see the ski fields there in the distance. Obviously no snow, chairlift going up. But, yeah, won't be doing those ones today. Obviously no snow. There's Uncle Nigel with his face mask on, keeping out of the sun. How are you going?
Yeah, good. Flies it back. We made it, Anna.
We did. We're nearly there.
The Hotham
All
tunnel.
the way around along this mountain, all the way around that ridgeline. Nearly at Mount Hotham.
And this is like the last little bit through here. Through the Hotham tunnel. I guess that's what it's called. The ski tunnel.
Ski over the top.
Ski over the top. Walk underneath. Or cycle. Or drive.